Hey all, welcome to Real Little Britain. Folks, tonight I got another beer for you, and this one comes again from part of the Marks and Spencer's range, and it's their Irish Stout, coming in at 4.5% ABV. Now, this beer is from County Carlow, based on an authentic recipe first introduced around 1740, and it is brewed by the Carlow Brewing Company, by the O Hara Brothers. Now, this was probably the first beer I ever seen in Marks and Spencer's when I came over to the UK about 9 years ago. I can't remember if it was around that long, but it was when I went into Marks and Spencer's and seen that actually they had breweries had did beer for them, and this was the one which was like, oh, that looks nice. Eventually got it 9 years later. So really looking forward to trying it. It has won I think it's one of the the International Beer Challenge bronze. You can see there. Okay, so let's crack this bad open and see exactly what it's like. Now, as an Irishman, I love my stouts, I love my porters. It'll be really interesting to see what this is like. And as a brewer as well, I like the brew stouts. So, the beer is poured a lovely, deep mahogany brown colour. The beer is poured with a two-finger head, tightly packed bubbles, just off tan and colour. Looks absolutely fantastic, just the way a stout should do. Look at that, folks. There's just a little bit of cola brown just at the bottom here. Looking absolutely stunning. We're going to go straight in with the nose. Well, the first thing you get, oh my good God. The first thing I'm going to say is this is an Irish stout. The first thing you get is that lovely sweet roasted malts. You get burnt bread, you get a light coffee, you get this wonderful milk chocolate, and then a little bit of bitter chocolate. Oh my God. It actually reminds me of Beamish, my favourite of all time kegged Irish stouts. There is just on the back end just a tiny metallic smell from it. But oh, let's go straight in. Cheers. Whoa! Folks, what do we got here? This beer is massively roasted. It has got burnt bread. It's got espresso coffee. It's got milk chocolate. It's got plain dark chocolate. It's got roasted digestive biscuits. It's got oats. Creamy oats. What is absolutely fantastic is how the burnt and the roasted malts mix with the sweetness and the bitterness of the chocolate, which is rounded off by this fantastic creamy silkiness of oats. Then you get this wonderful bitterness to the beer, which is obviously from the roasted malt, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's Magnum hops in this. This is truly delightful. This beer reminds me of Beamish, Beamish Irish Stout. Oh, my favourite Irish Stout of all time, especially on keg format. But it's also very remnants of the original O Hara Stout. You're also picking up a light oaky woodiness as well, which is sitting around in the background. Folks, this is absolutely fantastic. I am going to be buying more than this. Jesus, this is an Irish stout. For anyone out there who wants to try a proper Irish stout, I'm not talking Guinness, I'm talking proper Irish stout, go to Marks and Spencer's, go and get the Irish stout from the Carlow Brewing Company. This was, I think it's £2.30 a bottle. Folks, you'll be absolutely in your element. The body on the beer is absolutely stunning. The carbonation is just perfect. And coming in at 4.5%, you get the ABV you do. Great thing about the beer. This is also a sessional stout too. Fantastic. What's the finish like? The finish is big. It's roasted with a beautiful, beautiful chocolate and oat creamy finish, which leads to a lovely roasted bitterness. What do I give Marks and Spencer's, the Carlow Brewing Company, for their Irish Stout at 4.5%? Folks, for me, this is a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because there is a light metallic taste just in the back end. Apart from that, that is one of the best Irish stouts I've had in England since coming here 9 years ago. Absolutely fantastic. Folks, that's Real Ale Britain doing a review on Marks and Spencer's range from the Carlow Brewing Company, their Irish Stout, an authentic recipe from 1740, coming out 4.5% ABV. Cheers and slam a cara.